is I did a presentation. I was the Arizona REIA, the largest, probably the largest group in the country. I went down to do a presentation for their out-of-state. They held a weekend seminar on out-of-state investing because there's so many people trying to get their money out of Phoenix, right? So they had the guy that runs the Arizona REIA had me fly down and do a presentation on why that was a mistake. There's so many opportunities in Phoenix, you don't need to take your money somewhere else. But there were people from 4 other cities doing presentations on why those Phoenix people should bring their money to their city and buy their properties, right? So these are the topics that I talk about all the time. Comps, my 5 myths of real estate investing. Dangerous and worthless profits when you make a profit. Planning, as I've indicated, almost a waste of time. Team building, you don't ever build a team. That's one of the craziest comments I've ever heard, ever build a team. And the big why, it makes you feel so good. So there were 110 people in the room who paid $250 if you were a member and $400 if you were a non-member to go to a 2-day seminar to listen to people talk about real estate. And the very first thing I do on the very first day is tell them everything that they've learned is wrong. The guy from St. Louis said he would never speak on a panel again where I was on the same panel. But what happened is that this is right on our REIA website. So if you go to KnoxREIA.com and you go to Resources tab, this is what pulls up in the screenshot. There's 70 ways to find a deal. And I actually have these out where I look at them and I refresh my own mind. And I tell you every day, what am I doing today to make money, right? I just took a screenshot right off the REIA website that anybody can see. And number 1 is Craigslist, number 2 is direct mailer, out-of-town area owners, absentee owners. Tom Zeeb was in and did a phenomenal weekend workshop. And his mailer program, one of the things that he begins to direct people to is where all investors need to get started is with out-of-area owners, absentee owners, out-of-state. Because they're the ones that are most likely to be ready to sell a property. The market has moved so fast in the last 48 months in Knoxville that they may not be aware of where the market is, and they will be happy to sell for a much bigger number that they are really happy. It's a good profit for them. It's a good opportunity for them, right? But the situation is that nobody has actually approached them with a real number recently. That's what happened. That's how the guy on the West Coast got the guy who has the property in Knoxville to put his property under contract. The property moved up in value so much that now somebody could buy it. And so what happens is, these are the things that we see every day. The things that we can do. Who have we talked to? Who haven't we talked to? I got these arrows up here because I'm never on Craigslist. I don't have the time for Craigslist. It's just unbelievable. And then bandit signs. Those work. Getting on Craigslist works, getting on bandit signs work. And down here, I don't use these 2 anymore. Those are great services, by the way. I use my REI Pro, and that's the discount code. It's part of what we do with National REIA now. So, Tom Z, when he was here, the people in Arizona, they were really very nice. They said that we have the best information of any REIA group in the country, second to none. Nobody has better information than we do. The problem for me is I don't tell anybody how to do a damn thing. I mean, I can talk to you about how to send out mailers and what I do, but I got Todd here. Todd, come up here. Todd's going to, starting in May, or April and May, Todd has got an entire program lined out on how to do something to fix a property, to buy a property, how he goes about doing it, the mindset to get it done, and what he does on a step-by-step basis. So I'm going to have Todd mention this because this is going to be a great program. If you're not doing it now, this is going to be a great program that we're going to run. And then we're going to have anybody in this room, as soon as he tells the description, we're going to have a stump Victor and Todd question on any question about any buying, any transaction, any real estate question. See if somebody can stump us.